We're right now in the final editing phase of the book, which I think it's great that we're talking through it, because as we talk through it on the podcast here, we're going to come up with some ideas on maybe what we can add and what we can take away. But I like imagery, right? That's a really good image that has stood the test of time in chapter 9. Let's go to 10.
So chapter 10, which I'm actually modifying as we're sitting here, because I'm like, I want to beef that up a little bit, is trust-based marketing and customer retention.
Ooh, this is a biggie today.
Right? So
could write a whole book on that alone right there, Aaron. That is,
yeah. I mean, right now there's so many negative elements pressing on the economy right now, which we've talked about on the show for the last month.
Sure.
That if you want to maintain or grow right now, everything is about the elements that you put in to boost the trust with your prospect, because without it right now, the confused mind says no.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Trust. There was a great book that Dan Kennedy wrote years ago called Trust-Based Marketing. What a great name. Trust-Based Marketing. What are all the ways you can build trust from beginning to end? Everything we've talked about in the first 10 chapters, right, are all ways to build trust. If you have a unique selling proposition, you'll build trust. If you have an information education-based offer, you're going to build trust because you've created value. So it's almost like you want to get to the destination where it's really difficult for someone not to trust you. You've checked all boxes. You've dotted all I's, crossed all T's. We can trust you, the business owner. That's where you want to get to. So we unpack this trust-based concept, which is really the destination. What is that, chapter 9 or 10?
That is chapter 10.
That's 10. So now we're getting to the finish line. What's 11?
Well, chapter 11 is the top 10 marketing mistakes entrepreneurs make and how to avoid them.
Ooh, so this is like a little bonus chapter, right? Here are the things you don't want to do along the way now that you've probably architected a big, beautiful house here in chapters 1 through 11. This is one that I grabbed from many years ago in the direct response marketing world that has stood the test of time. The list of don't to do's, the list of what not to do's, I should say. We all know at the end of the day what we need to do in business, what we need to do with our nutrition, what we need to do with fitness, what we need to do with family. But really, we don't often do it. So oftentimes when you flip the script and you look at, here are the things you don't want to do, they tend to motivate a little bit more than the things that you need to do. You almost feel like the things you need to do, you're like, I know I need to do that, leave me alone. But here are the things that you shouldn't do ever if you want to be successful marketing your products and services. Oftentimes we'll resonate more with that than we will with being told what to do. So this will flip the script on you a little bit. Number 10, 11, 10?
Yeah.
That was 10 or 11.
That's 11.